I realized that I only posted my highlights of the countries that I played in and the teams that I played for. And the reason I was doing that is to give you guys the first highlights of the countries that I played at, and then I come back and I explain my journey about how I got there, where I started from, and stuff like that. So buckle up and get ready because this is a wild journey. So I ended up going to a small high school, small 4A high school in Alabama called Cherokee County. That's where I went to school at. I had a successful high school career, setting records as well as breaking some, and also going to the States 2 times, capitalizing off my senior year. My freshman year, I think we ended up going 7-4. My sophomore year, we went 5-5, and that's the year we had a lot of people get hurt. My junior year, we went 14-1, losing the state finals and the final championship game against UMS Wright. Oh, I can't stand private schools sometimes, but it is how it is. And then my senior year, of course, we went 15-0, capitalizing, beating Jackson in the final. But let's backtrack. My junior year, after losing to UMS Wright, me and the group of juniors that year who was going to be upcoming seniors, we all got together, because we seen how the seniors, how they was balling, and we didn't want our senior year to end up like that because we knew how much work those guys put in, and we didn't want to end up like that. On the way home, we was all getting together and we was like, hey, we gonna work, we're gonna hold each other accountable. And man, that group that I graduate with, along with the coaches we had, and man, that was a special group. Hopefully it'll be another group to come through and bring a title. Put the work in, like starting from the summer camp all the way through. Even during basketball season, we were still working and stuff like that. The football players will work with go from basketball practice, before basketball practice, go work out and stuff like that. So our focus was winning a title. And the following year we went to camps and we was undefeated in the camps and everything. So that whole upcoming year, we're going to passing camp. Summertime come, me, Cody, DJ, and Desmond Brown had an opportunity to go play for this new level of athletes. It was like a 7-on-7 camp in Tampa, Florida. We had 2 days to practice in T-Town, in Tuscaloosa, with our team, and we was called Team Alabama. Even though we had guys from Georgia, a couple of guys from Georgia, we was called Team Alabama. We had Cody Blanchard. At that time, he was committed to Mississippi State, and he was getting other offers as well from Jacksonville State. We had Nash Nance, who was getting a verbal commit to Tennessee at that time. We had Jonathan Waters. The running backs, we had DJ Fife. At that time, he was getting so many offers as well, but he ended up going to Miles College. We had Nigel Curtis. He was a guy that I ended up playing later on in my college career because I ended up transferring to play against his school. He ended up going to Reinhardt. Now, the receivers that we had was unbelievable. You had Solomon Patton. At the time, he was committed to Florida Gators, and then you had Derek Rogers, who went to Tennessee, and then he transferred from Tennessee to go to Tennessee Tech. We had Martrice Humphrey, who also was the brother of Marlon Humphrey, who's playing for the Baltimore Ravens right now. He ended up going to Arkansas, transferring to UAB later on, and then you had me, who was Arkansas State. At that time, I was Arkansas State commit, but I ended up going to Jacksonville State. Now, the defense side was unreal.
You had Vic Beasley. You know, he ended up going to Clemson. He ended up going to Clemson and playing in the league for the Falcons. He played for the LA Raiders, and then he ended up playing some time for the Titans, I think. We had Ryan Smith at that time. He committed to Auburn, then he went on to the practice squads for the Cowboys. We had Dale Trimble. You know, he ended up going to Kentucky at that time. Verbal commit to Kentucky. Had Desmond Brown, who ended up going to Clemson and then transferring. He came to Jacksonville State with me as well. We had B.J. Titty. He ended up going to Troy. We had DeMarcus Milliner, who was at Alabama, ended up going to the Jets. That team was super loaded. We ended up practicing for 2 days and then going into Tampa during the summer for the 7-on-7 camp. We ended up going down there, winning every game, making it to the finals, and we lost to a team from South Florida. So we come back from that, and, you know, now we're with our whole crew, our high school that we actually are competing every day with, and we're rolling 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0, 5-0, and it keeps on going. And then we get to the final game, close game the whole time. Cole Sterling, shout out to Cole. He makes a stop on 4th and inches.
With under 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining, or you can go for the ball game right here. This is it. This first down would almost lock it up for Jackson.
Jackson taking the chance on 4th and 1 at the 44. Hare and Bracey is stopped by Cole Sterling.
Cole Sterling, outside linebacker, stays at home. Bracey's going to try to cut it, bounce it outside. Here comes Cole Sterling. What a play.
That is exactly what Cherokee County needed.
Look at the Jackson defenders dragging onto the field. That momentum just shifted quickly. To recover.
Loss of 17. Blanchard fires, finding his guy on the run, and it's intercepted.
Oh, I think it went back into the Cherokee County.
And back into the hands of Gabriel Chambers. He was draped on that play. LaPrentice Morris tried to extend his pickoffs for the season and just missed out. And boy, oh boy, Cherokee County now moves the chains, and they are in for a shot at the end zone.
Oh, LaPrentice Morris had the pick, couldn't haul it in. Gabriel Chambers brings it home.
Just wanting a little more on that play. Fife was the man in motion.
Hello.
Blanchard is taken down.
Out on Blanchard. Big hit. These Jackson County defenders can lay the lumber.
He did on that play.
What a fun game. I mean, second day in a row, we've been blessed with just an unbelievable matchup, back and forth, two teams just playing their hearts out. You know, you could tell these guys they want that ring. They want that state championship, and you know Cherokee County does not want to have their second loss in 2 seasons both be in the state championship ball game as we go under 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter.
2nd and 14, and Blanchard rolls out to number 4. Gabe Chambers again. One of his favorite go-to guys, has been all season long and was on that play. And Gavin Bendolph making the stop. Let's send it down to the sidelines now with Abby Chin. What do you have, Abby?
Well, guys, Cherokee County has been in this position. They have been to this game 4 times, and they've never, ever won it. And I think you can see it in these players, in their eyes, and in everything that they're doing, how badly they want it, how badly they want it for their fans. Coach told us before this game that he wants it so badly for the fans. They've supported them for so long. They've been here so many times. They're just trying to get it done.
And the pass there to Fife, and Fife, he's still on his feet. Picks up the first down, and a little bit of a gang tackle trying to take him back, but still picks up the first down. And Cherokee County again moving the chains.
Big conversion on 3rd and 10. Will fakes the wraparound, going to go back, sets up that screen nicely. You see the downfield blockers, and then Fife makes 2-3 miss on his own. Great effort, great execution, good job by those linemen. being patient and then hustling downfield to find blocks.
Two receivers far side, and Blanchard looks that way and fires to Chambers out in the sideline, and he's taken out of bounds for a gain of about 2. Jeremy Dixon.
57, Matt Carter for Cherokee County is going to have to be careful here inside the red zone not to get another hold on Shontavis Sims. If that play comes to the right side, definitely could have been called there, but it's backside. I don't think the officials wanted to throw it in that situation. Keep an eye on that matchup on the left side of that Jackson defense, right side of that Cherokee County offensive line.
2nd and 8 now. Cherokee County in the red zone. Blanchard rolls out, fires. Hits up Colin Perry. He was wide open.
Well, Cherokee County brings the blitz from up top. They're going to try to apply pressure. They sprint away from it. And again, zone coverage. Your receiver just find space, sit down. And a good job by Blanchard just delivering an accurate football. 42 seconds remains. Cherokee County 2 timeouts left. 2 for Jackson.
And they will use one of those timeouts. Jackson will. This one coming down to the wire. 42 seconds, as you mentioned, remaining here in the 4th quarter of this 4A state championship game. One team very close to punching it in and kind of right what happened last year coming to this game. 14-0 undefeated in the same situation today. 14-0 undefeated, trying to not get that one loss to be in the state championship game as they did last year against UMS Wright.
And we've talked about it today. The only team left in the Alabama High School Athletic Association, 192 teams, that has a chance to cap off an undefeated season with a championship and stay undefeated. Keep this team out of the end zone.
First down play, and Fife gets it up to about the 5.
They run right at Sims. He faced a double 2nd and goal from the 5. 37 seconds remains in this ball game.
Trying to stay away, as far away from Sims as they possibly can.
Single safety for Jackson.
Blanchard
Slant.
Fires. And the pass incomplete.
Great defensive play by LaPrentice Morris. He had the interception earlier on this drive. Couldn't get to him. Watch him wrap the backside arm around. Just a slant route. High percentage route. Do or die. See that backside hand comes all the way around. Knocks that football loose. That is a difficult play. That is great coverage. And a great sense of timing. Not to drape that wide receiver too early and result in a penalty.
Now Cherokee County facing a third down here. And Blanchard keeps it, and Blanchard gets it to the end zone, and Cherokee County takes the lead with 26 seconds remaining in this 4A state championship ballgame.
Shontavis Sims had him wrapped up in the backfield and could not close the deal. Play action. Sims, missed tackle. Blanchard, the juke on Tyrell Kinder into the end zone.
And delivered big time.
Well, what a drive for Cherokee County to come back. They fall down. Not much time. A great big stop on 4th down. 4th and inches. Makes the hit. Sprint out. Just methodically moves this ball down the field. Again, another sprint out. Trying to get Blanchard outside to be able to give him space to make plays. Watch this juke into the end zone. You're right. He is the playmaker, and that ball game was on. This is the ball game here. 4th and 10. 7 seconds to go. Down 4.
This is what these games are supposed to be all about, right here. Hare. Looking deep. Fires. And it falls out of bounds, and that is going to do it. Cherokee County scores a touchdown late in the ball game. 31-27. They are your 4A state champs. First time in school history. We've talked about it all game long.
31 to 27, and that was it. My high school career.